what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I think it's been about 3 months since the last time I picked up a camera to tell you guys what's going on in our lives, and I tell you, there's a lot that has been going on. It's been a long time. I just haven't felt the motivation to pick up the camera in a while. I wanted to take a break from the whole YouTube thing for a while just because we're in a brand new place. We're in Cumming, Georgia, which is really cool. It's been a whole different change of scenery being here in the United States, all the way back from being in Malaysia for 3 years, and it's been quite the adjustment, especially for her over here.
Hi.
How are you dealing with the cold weather?
Un poco mal, pero me estoy adaptando.
Yeah, so I mean, right now we're going through the changing of the seasons. I don't know how well you guys can see it outside right now. It might be a little hard with the adjustments on the camera at the moment. But anyway, I'm gonna show you guys some more of that later on today. But this is Evelyn's first time being in the United States during the fall. So she's super excited to kind of experience something brand new, right?
Sí, hay muchas cosas nuevas para mí aquí y me sorprendo, cada día me sorprende algo diferente.
And how does it feel wearing like 15 different layers of clothes?
¡Ah, horrible! No estoy acostumbrada.
And of course we got the little one with us, which you guys will see later on in the video. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up some food for a place that we've never been to before. We've actually tried to go to this place, I think like 2 or 3 times. And you know, we've still been hitting up all these awesome eateries that we haven't filmed, unfortunately. But we're gonna start bringing you guys along with us. Now I got a brand new computer because my old one was like a dinosaur and couldn't process any of these videos. It was getting out of hand and it just kind of demotivated me for a while. But now that I got my new equipment, now I can get these videos out faster. So that's something to pump me up and motivate me a little bit more. But anyway, we're gonna go try this place called Marie's Italian Deli, which is like this cool old style Italian deli over here. And they actually have breakfast. So let's go ahead and check it out. Let's go. And here we are. Let's check it out. So this place is pretty cool. It's got this like really old down home kind of vibe, which I really like. It's got like this kind of diner vibe, but also kind of an Italian deli, which it's supposed to be, I suppose. But it's got a huge variety of food over here that you can see up there on the menu. What do you think? What is your impression of this place?
Se ve como muy local, muy familiar.
Yeah.
Porque las personas, las familias de este lugar, nos reunimos en ese lugar cada fin de semana, como que se ve bien familiar.
Yeah, I heard the server up there, well, the guy that was taking the order, he was talking about how, you know, he knew everybody by name, which was kind of cool. So, one of those things. Who knows, maybe we'll become one of the locals here. What do you think? Yeah? You haven't been on the camera since, what, 3 months ago? You were a little tiny thing. What did you order? Hello? Hello? Hi. Hi. You want coffee? You want some coffee? One thing I do like about this place is they have bottomless coffee, which is always so nice. You can always go get your own refills. You don't have to worry about paying an extra $2 or $3 a cup. It's something crazy like that. One thing I definitely enjoy. And the coffee's pretty good.
Está bien rico.
Oh, you gotta love these little baby adventures. Yeah? For those of you interested in coming to this place, it's called Marie's Italian Deli here in Cumming, Georgia. And just make sure you guys get here by 10:30 at the latest. We got here at 10:31 and they stopped serving breakfast at 11. Although you have to be here by 10:30 to make sure you get your breakfast. So we made that mistake the last couple times where we try to get here on time. They don't have it on Sundays and they don't have it past 11. First time we came, it was like 11:30 and they didn't give us breakfast. And then the second time we came here on a Sunday and they were closed, so make sure you get here by 10:30, no later. Ooh, we got them blueberry ricotta pancakes. We got a scramble here with some red potatoes and some bacon and eggs. And we got an English muffin, and that's not all. And the final piece is an egg and bacon and cheese pizza. I mean, we went a little ham today, I'm not gonna lie. We went a little bit crazy, but...
La pizza es idea de Dustin. Yo no sé si yo elegiría una pizza de huevo, la verdad.
Oh, you're gonna have to try it.
Es un poco extraño.
Yeah, well, you know, you gotta try it. You gotta live a little. You gotta try new things.
¿Es huevo con qué? Bacon.
It's just egg, bacon, and cheese. That's all it is.
Ah, bueno.
Yeah. So, I don't know. What is your first impression seeing all the different foods?
Se ve delicioso. Vamos a ver si sabe bien.
All right, let's see what Evelyn is gonna dig into first. Pancakes. That's your go-to first.
Sí.
All right, let's see. Let's get the first impression here. These are supposed to be like blueberry and cream or something like that.
Pero está súper caliente.
Yeah. Yeah, the pancakes are made ricotta cheese instead of like your standard cream or something. I don't know. I really don't know how they're made, but they sounded really good on the menu.
Está riquísimo.
Yeah?
Sí.
¿Cómo sabe? How's it taste?
Es un poco salado, más salado de lo normal.
Yeah.
Pero la parte de arriba, los blueberries, le da un toque más dulce, entonces es una combinación riquísima. Perfecto.
Nice.
Ok, es tiempo de probar la pizza.
I'm gonna go with the big one right here. I'm gonna try it. I gotta get the big piece right there. So it's got a fried egg on it. It's got bacon in it. I don't know what else it might have. Some other breakfast.
Es lo más raro que he visto.
It's definitely different. I mean, it's like breakfast on a pizza. I mean, it's exactly like what you expect. To be honest, I feel like it needs some like hot sauce to really give it some spice.
Okay.
I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's really, really good. But I want some spice. I want some like chili peppers or jalapenos in it. I don't know. Maybe I'm treating it like a real pizza, but it's really good. Definitely would recommend. You know what? Let me try the pancakes while we're at it. Because I want to try these too. I was a little jealous that Evelyn picked these up. That's it. Get some blueberries in there. Well, it is good. It's got a nice balance to it. It doesn't need like syrup or anything like that to really make it taste good. That's pretty good. That is really, really good. You're right. The blueberries do balance out like the ricotta cheese flavor in it. Very nice. I mean, the other thing you got there is just like potatoes and eggs and bacon, so pretty standard stuff, but definitely would recommend this food. Oh yeah, that's the ticket right there, guys. Get the hot stuff next time.
Later.
Here's a little better view of what I was talking about earlier with the fall, how the changing of the colors of the leaves is happening right now. And again, this is Evelyn's first time really experiencing anything like this. So it's really cool. It's a unique experience for her to live. And you know, when I was growing up as a kid in Nebraska, where I'm originally from, you know, this was pretty common, and of course it would snow quite a bit. Where we're at here, it doesn't really snow as much, but might get a little bit. So we'll have to see how that goes with the Aristo, and hopefully things don't get too crazy.
Tomorrow.
Oh man, that is going to be rough today. Oh man, you know it's cold when the grass is starting to freeze and get a layer of frost over it. Look at that. That's frozen grass right there from the dew, I guess, from the morning. Oh man, that's a trip. This is something you don't see in Panama or Malaysia or any of these other tropical places, or even Florida for that matter, where I grew up. But yeah, you know it's cold also when your car has a nice thick layer of frost frozen over the windshield. Oh man. That's okay, we're gonna go ahead and take my dad's Chevy Cruze. He's got that sweet heat in the car. Well, my car has heat too, but I got a left-hand drive car at the moment, which is nice for drive-thrus considering we're about to go pick up some coffee and some breakfast this morning. As you can tell, it's the next day. We didn't get any filming done yesterday, unfortunately. We do have some things planned for today. We're gonna go ahead and change some of the window regulators in my car because they're not working too well on my driver's side, so we're gonna switch that out hopefully later on today. I got the part from Lexus, which is the same thing for the Toyota Aristo, and well, at least I'm hoping. We'll find out. And then later on, we might go out to the park. You know, we'll see. Just kind of see how the day goes because it's freezing right now. Like I showed you earlier, it's 36 degrees right now. Not used to that. Let's see. I'm going to show you guys the Aristo here. Check it out. This thing is frozen on the window. That one's not so bad, but look at the windshield. I don't know if you guys can tell, but that's a nice thick layer of frost on there. And what you got to do to get that off is you got to scrape it. I mean, you could defrost it, but man, that stinks. These mornings in the cold are gonna be a little bit of a new transition for me. So So I'm curious to know if you guys do this as well. So sometimes I like to go to all these different places and pick up like a little thing from each one to have like a little, I don't want to say buffet, but just a little smorgasbord of different kind of foods, right? So first thing we got my Starbucks coffee. You guys know how much I love my Starbucks coffee. Now, this particular kind of coffee, I actually got it with peppermint. Well, all right, hold on, let me back up. The vanilla sweet cream cold brew, but instead of vanilla sweet cream, it's got peppermint, which I'm telling you, it really sets it off. And they only have this during this holiday season of Christmas. So if you guys want to try something different and you like peppermint, get a vanilla sweet cream cold brew and then substitute it with peppermint syrup instead of vanilla syrup. You won't regret it. Then, we got the classic. We got the egg McMuffins with the hash browns. Nothing too crazy there. You can get that pretty much anywhere. But this is something you don't get in Malaysia or in Panama. This is something that I haven't had since I moved back here to the U.S. Taco Bell breakfast. Now, I can't believe Taco Bell still has breakfast. It's one of those places you wouldn't think like tacos and breakfast, but it really does work. We got some sort of like cheesy something burrito. I don't know if it's gonna be any good. I'm gonna go inside here and show it to Evelyn. She's never had this before. She's probably gonna think I'm crazy for buying all this food, but I don't know. Let's get her reaction and see what she thinks of all the food.
Hi there. How are you? Hi. Hi, Alana. What's that? Hi.
Okay, Amor, so I think I may have gone a little overboard buying a few things for you to try today. As you know, I like to go out and buy some random breakfast items for you to try, or just random things in general to try that you've never had before.
Okay.
Well, to be fair, you've had McDonald's. That's nothing that's nothing extreme or special or anything, but there's something in here that I don't think you've ever tried. In fact, there's something in here I've never even tried before from McDonald's that I thought I'd pick up. So, first thing, it's not even McDonald's. Let's see what it is.
It's Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's Taco Bell, but it's Taco Bell breakfast.
Oh.
Have you ever had Taco Bell
No.
breakfast? Did you even know they made breakfast?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So first thing we got in here, I don't even know what it is. The dude didn't even have the menu up on the menu board,
Okay.
so he was just kind of like rattling off all the different things they'd served, and I was like, just give me the first one, because I didn't even remember what they all were. So
Es un
it's supposed-
taco.
No, it's not a taco.
Hay que comerlo, o sea, es una tortilla.
It's a
Algo fuerte
burrito.
con una tortilla.
You should know it's a burrito.
Pero, ¿qué tiene adentro?
Food.
Sí, pero quiero saber qué es food.
All right, well, that's the first thing. So that's, okay, put that back for a second.
Ajá.
All right, see what
Oh
else
my
is in here.
God.
All right, so,
Ahora sí, McDonald's.
yeah. I mean, obviously, the first thing you know is obviously McMuffin. That's nothing too exciting, and hash browns. That's whatever, but it's at the bottom.
Ajá.
So this is something they have back in Malaysia and Panama that we used to buy, but it's different looking.
¡Wow!
Wait a minute.
Este
This isn't what I ever, oh, this isn't what I was trying to buy. Oh, man.
Pero este es nuevo.
Well, I guess. I saw something completely different looking at the place when I was
Pie de
there.
manzana.
Well, didn't we have these before?
Sí,
Oh,
tenemos.
what a disappointment. No, they had this like whole McBakery or whatever they call it, and they had some sort of round shaped looking apple pie. I thought that was it. Oh, great. This one's eating a leaf. All right, you ready to try some of the different foods?
Okay.
All right, Alana, let's get a mommy's reaction to these different foods here. So let's see which one you're gonna try first, or which one do you want?
Primero que nada, el café.
Well, okay, tell me about the coffee, because this is interesting for women that are breastfeeding, right?
Sí, este
So-
café es decaf.
Yeah.
O sea, sin cafeína. Y es de la especial de esta temporada que es de pumpkin.
Yeah.
De calabaza. Está delicioso y me encanta.
What kind is this specifically? Does it say on the label?
¿Ah?
Does it say it on the label, on the side?
Dice pumpkin latte decaf.
Yeah, so I didn't know you could even get all those coffees in decaf fashion. I thought you could only get like regular black coffee in decaf, but I guess they can make any of these other coffees in decaf, which is good for women that are breastfeeding, and you can still have your coffee fix without having to sacrifice the coffee. So I want you to try the burrito first, because well, first of all, if it's terrible, then we don't have to try it, right? I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, okay.
Let's see if it's any good.
Big bite.
You want to show us what is it? All right. Are you liking it? I mean, what are your thoughts, opinions? Is it gross? Is it good? Is it whatever? It's not gross or good. Okay, so it's in the middle. That's very specific.
Es queso, huevo y tocino.
Yeah.
Está rico.
It's okay. Okay. I wasn't sure because I just kind of grabbed whatever and took a shot at it. Because the guy told me, like I say, there's like 6 or 7 different variations of this same thing with different things inside of it. But
Está rico.
it's good.
Sí, nunca había probado un burrito de queso, huevo y tocino. Bueno, ayer comiste una pizza de huevo, así que.
Well, that's true. Yesterday we had that pizza that was pretty good with eggs and bacon. So why not a burrito? Okay, Emma, so I'm gonna ask you a question. You know, we've been living here now for a couple months, and you've been experiencing a lot of new things that you've never experienced before. What are some things that are different to you compared to what it was like living either in Panama or Malaysia that you've never experienced before? So, since, like, just new experiences since you've been here that are completely new to you.
Ah, ok. Bueno, en Malasia igual yo tenía algunas cosas nuevas. Igual aquí hay muchas cosas nuevas, pero como cositas así que me llaman mucho la atención. Primero que nada el café. Yo en ningún otro lugar podía encontrar decaf. No sé si como no lo pedía, no lo tenía. Y ahora como sí estoy enfocada en tomar cosas más saludables para Lana.
Yeah.
Pues sí, pido decaf y tengo café sin cafeína en todos lados. Y es maravilloso.
Yeah.
Porque yo amo el café, todo el mundo sabe. Y cuando quedé embarazada pues tuve que dejar el café. Pero ahora que sí puedo, decidí pues seguir la línea de café pero sin cafeína. Y me gusta, eso me gusta de aquí, que puedo encontrar decaf coffee en todos lados.
Yeah, that's something that we never saw before. Well, to be fair, we never really looked either, but I don't know, I just don't think that's something you'd find very easily in other places, maybe like you can here. Because you can go to like any restaurant, it doesn't even matter if it's McDonald's or a fancy restaurant, you can find decaf everywhere. Whereas other places it might be more of like a pick and choose kind of thing. Oh, bless you. All right, number 2. We're trying to come up with 5 because Evelyn we were having this conversation yesterday, and she was trying to think about like some things as we were looking at the fall weather, and she's like, oh, there's so many different things that are so different here than how it was for her growing up.
Bueno, hablando del weather, el weather es totalmente diferente a todo lo que he vivido antes, obviamente. Panamá y Malasia tienen casi la misma posición en el globo, pero en diferentes lados de la tierra, entonces el mismo clima tropical, caluroso, pero aquí sí es diferente, totalmente diferente. Ahora estamos en ¿qué? Otoño.
Yeah.
En otoño y todos los árboles cambiaron su color, pero es maravilloso ver que no todos son del mismo color. Hay unos amarillos, otros naranjas, otros rojos. Es hermoso, hermoso cómo se ve todo, las montañas, las carreteras. ¿Tú has mostrado la calle?
Yeah, I showed him earlier today.
Se ve hermoso, a mí me encanta. Y hay mucha naturaleza. Siguiendo la línea, hay mucha naturaleza, muchos árboles, hay venados, como si fueran animales normales, pero en Panamá yo no tengo eso. Yo pocas veces vi un venado. Creo que la primera vez que vi un venado fue con Dustin.
Yeah, we were at the beach and there was a
en la
deer.
playa.
This is one of the things that caught her attention with me actually when we first met.
A los 30 y pico de años.
Something
O
like
sea, antes de eso yo nunca había visto un venado en persona.
We were at a beach and there was a beach that came up to the beach line from the woods, and it actually took something out of my hand. I don't know why I did that, but
Sí, alimentó a los venados con la mano.
Yeah.
No sé qué le diste. ¿Qué comida fue?
I have no idea, probably Cheetos or something, whatever we had at the moment. All right.
Sí, es hermoso, es muy lindo y me gusta.
Number 3, we're trying to come up with 5.
Oh my God, number 3. Las bebidas. Siguiendo la línea de comida, porque Es lo que hacemos, es lo que más hacemos. En los restaurantes todas las bebidas son refill. O sea, cuantas veces quieras puedes tomar sodas o limonada.
Yeah.
Es increíble. En Panamá no tenemos eso. En Malasia no.
Very few places. I think the only place we ever went in Malaysia that had refills was Chili's.
Ajá, de repente quizás en Panamá alguna franquicia internacional tiene ese estilo, pero no es algo que tenemos. Y también los vasos large son large.
Yeah, that was something that I forgot.
Oh my God.
When we moved back over here to to the US, we went to Wendy's or something, I think. I don't know, it was just we were starving, and I'm so used to saying can I get a large drink for like what would be the equivalent of a medium or like a 20 ounce over in Malaysia and Panama. So then we got the drink and it was like a bucket of soda. I'm like, oh, I forgot how different things are over here.
Son enormes y son refill, o sea, puedes seguir tomando. ¿Cómo puedes tomar tanta? Yo solo uno o la mitad, no sé.
Yeah, no, I usually do that with the tea or something like that, but I can't do it with soda or anything else.
Sí.
All right, number 4.
Ay, number 4.
I can't think of. We're trying to come up with 5 for.
Ok. En los supermercados tú puedes pagar tu propia mercancía. O sea, tú vas
Oh,
con
the
tu
self-checkout.
Ajá. Eso yo no lo
yeah.
había visto antes.
Yeah,
En Panamá no tenemos eso.
They have their own self-checkout machine, so you don't even have to go up to a cashier. I forgot about that too. That is very different.
Sí, al principio le pregunté a Dustin, pero ¿cómo saben que estás pasando todos los artículos y no te estás robando nada?
Yeah.
Son muy confiados en las personas. Luego Dustin me explicó que hay todo un sistema muy inteligente, por cierto, de calcular el peso con lo que estás pasando, y siempre hay alguien en la puerta que quizás random te pregunta, oh, déjame ver tu factura. Nunca nos ha pasado, pero hay una persona ahí que...
Well, they also have cameras built into to the machine, so that way when you walk up to it, it automatically starts recording who's the one checking out stuff. So.
Ajá. Siguiendo la línea de supermercados, otra cosa que me sorprende es cuando haces ese pago por ti mismo, y si tú pagas algo de alcohol, cervezas, vinos, hay alguien que llega y verifica que tú seas mayor de edad, que tengas permiso para tomar alcohol, y luego entonces te da el go para que puedas llevarlo a casa. Si no enseñas tu identificación, no. A Dustin se la piden cada vez que compra algo.
Because I look like I'm 21.
No sé por qué, pero se la piden.
I'll give you the number 5. This is one that I have seen since we've came back, and the whole pandemic thing has changed kind of the way people buy stuff nowadays, and one of the things that I've seen is that you can actually buy all your stuff online, and then they'll prepare it or whatever, whether you're at the supermarket, whether you're at McDonald's or whatever, they'll prepare it all and they'll just leave it in a to-go section, where you can just come and collect your items. But the craziest thing is you don't actually have to go up to anybody and show them your receipt. It's literally just on a shelf, nobody watching it, nobody making sure that you're taking the right merchandise. Anybody can just walk up and grab it off the shelf and walk away, and there would be no questions asked, which to me is such a weird thing of how honest people have to be for that system to work. There's people out there that could just simply walk by, grab it, and take it, and nobody would question anything, especially in a place like McDonald's, where they usually just if you don't like something, they'll throw it away and just make you a new one anyway without charging you on the spot. They don't really care. I guess they have enough what do I want to say? Like enough room to throw away stuff and then remake it if they have to. But the fact that there are that many honest people out there willing to just pick up what's theirs and leave whatever else is, because in other places, like I know in Panama,
No.
if you were to do that in Panama, man, you would be losing all your money because
Quizás la gente agarra su comida como no hay nadie vigilando.
yeah, nobody would. So anyway, those are 5 things that we thought were pretty interesting.
Creo que es interesante porque este lugar es muy... es como... No es una gran ciudad, es una ciudad pequeña, casi todo el mundo se conoce, la gente es muy honrada. Igual en mi pueblo en Panamá, Chitré, todos somos muy honrados y es un pueblo pequeño y todos casi nos conocemos.
Yeah.
Entonces quizás puede ser eso. Quizás ese tipo de cosas no la hacen en Atlanta, que es una ciudad grande. No sé, tenemos que ir por allá y experimentar. Yo todavía no, solo conozco Atlanta en el aeropuerto, pero no he ido a ningún lugar de Atlanta.
Yeah.
Tenemos que ir.
Yeah. So anyway, there's Evelyn. 5 things about what she finds different about living here versus in Malaysia and Panama. So I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys live here in the U.S. or if you live in a whole different place than where you grew up or where you were born. Let us know down in the comments below. Like, how are things different where you are to where you were either grew up or were born? Because there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things out there that are so different than where people are growing up. I don't know. I just think it'd be kind of interesting to hear what you guys have to say. So. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this breakfast, and it's time to fix that window regulator on the Aristo. Alright, it's time to get this thing started. I gotta figure out what in the world is keeping it so that this window won't go down. And when I do kind of get it down, it doesn't let it go up very easily. So, well, it's alright, we'll just get up the hill and get it open. So to get the door panel off, all we need to do is slide this thing over. Just gotta make sure that when you take it off, it's got this little hook. See if I can get to focus. This is the rear one, but you can see that it's got this little hook here, and that's what holds it into the door panel. So essentially what you need to do is slide it over and then pull it out. And then you got one bolt over here. Then you got 2 screws, I believe, down here, if I'm not mistaken. If it's like the one in the back, somewhere around here. And then you gotta pull this out, you gotta unhook all the switches. And then of course there should be another screw right here, and then it basically should just pop up and come out. Now there might be another screw that I'm forgetting about somewhere around here, but I don't know, we'll figure it out once we get it off. Shouldn't be too hard. So this is essentially what was holding the door on. This thing was getting me stuck. There was a little finisher piece with a screw behind it that actually goes somewhere underneath there, if you can see where the pocket is for the door. There's like a little finish piece that goes in there, a screw holding it on. Got everything else. And then this is the part that goes on the window trim up here. So you can see, kind of sits on that lip up there when it pops in. And yeah, so it's not too bad. 1 screw that goes in the side. This one goes on the other side. There's 3 on the bottom. There's 1 that's underneath the door handle. And then the finisher bolt. So then of course you got your little light there and your control. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up, see if we can figure out why this window doesn't want to go down and go up on its own. So I have a feeling that one of the little plastic pieces that help it stay in the window are probably broken from just being old. Next step, just got to take out these 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 clips to remove the speaker. So then once you peel back the little plastic panel right there, you can kind of get an inner looking of what's going on in here. So we're gonna have to take these little bolts off this metal piece right here, and that should give us access to the window regulator and see kind of what the problem is. So hopefully it's nothing too major. So it's exactly like what I thought. So right here you got the motor, and then you got the regulator, the piece that kind of slides it up and down. And then when you push on the button, you can hear it. Listen. I don't know if you could hear it up close, but when it's going up, it's struggling. And it's kind of getting bound up. So it's not the motor. Inside this actual track right here, there's some cables that help it slide up and down. And what it is it's coming unhinged back here. I don't know if you can see the wires. So I have the replacement for this piece. Luckily I accidentally bought it, funny enough, when I was trying to buy a different one for the back. And this is the one that came in. So it worked out perfect actually, because I needed that piece. So just gonna take these 2 bolts off here to get the window off of the regulator, and then change it out. So here's a comparison of the old one next to the new one over here. This is the old one, as you can see, and right here is where it's starting to fail. There's like this coil inside here, and you can see it on the new one. It's looking nice inside there. So it's kind of interesting to see them side by side. This is actually from a Lexus GS300, even though it's pretty much identical from what I can gather. The only difference I see is this little thing right here compared to that. I don't know, it's the only difference I noticed. But up here you can see where it started to come unhinged from the coil, and over here it's fresh and brand new. And yeah, that's just essentially what the problem is. So I'm gonna have to swap over the motor, and I have to wind this thing back up. I stupidly unwound it, and now I gotta figure out how to put it back together. So that's another mission now. Let's get it done.
One eternity later.
And just like that, guys, we finally got the window regulator fixed. My dad had to help me quite a bit because I had something broken on it, or it wasn't really broken, but there's like this little spool with metal wires that connect to this, to the motor, and they'd come unsprung, and luckily he was able to help me put that back together. But as you can see, everything goes down and everything goes right back up. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and close out the video here. I am exhausted. This weekend has been one whirlwind of a weekend, and I hope you at least enjoy the content that we put into it. I know it's kind of like a mixed bag of a different thing here and there, like car content, food content, whatever, but to be honest, I really enjoyed it. It's more authentic, it's more us, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Just let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought about it, and I'd just be curious to hear what you guys think. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and close it out, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You know the deal. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!